Okay, Skip, give us an overview, please.
Yeah, I really thought they took the momentum from the beginning of the game. We kind of settled back in. Jake settled back down and made some really quality pitches as he went through it. And hats off to them for taking the momentum of the game. We had a chance to get back in the game to take the momentum back, scored 2 runs. They brought a reliever in, did a great job. And basically they took the momentum over the last game. We only had 2 innings in that game. So we got to continue to get better, learn from our lesson today, and move on.
Okay, we'll open up for questions for the student athletes only for a few moments, and then we'll start right here in the front, I think, on the end. There you are.
Student athletes only?
Yes.
Okay. John Hoover, All Sooners. Wonder if you guys could both please talk about kind of being the underdog up to this point, and Ole Miss comes in with that same mentality. It's almost like they out-underdogged you guys. Was there a little jitters going on at first?
Blake, you start.
Honestly, I don't think there's jitters at all. I think they just came out, like Skip said, and came out harder than we did. Had all the momentum, and they kept it going and took it throughout the rest of the game. Jake did settle in, and he kept us in the game. We didn't play to the best of our abilities, but we were still in the game, even in the 7th inning. So, like Skip said, we'll just learn from our loss and come back ready tomorrow.
Jake, you comment too.
I kind of agree with Blake too. They definitely came out hot, but we were still in it till the end. Sun's going to come out tomorrow. Just got to get ready to play.
Okay, right there.
Eddie Radosevich, Soonerscoop.com. Blake, just as far as the 6th inning, how big of a gut punch was it that you guys did get 2 runs, but do you feel like you guys left more out there?
Yeah, it happens. It's baseball. Me and Peyton were talking about we were going to get up again. So success is coming. Tanner Treadaway picked us up and working the walk, which that helped big time. So, it happens.
Okay, right back here.
Josh Caller with All Sooners. For Blake, just obviously you guys have done a really good job here in Omaha getting off to fast starts today. Didn't happen. Took a while for the offense to kind of find it. Did you notice anything different at the start of this game, or is it more just a credit to what Doherty was doing on the mound on the other side?
You can't take anything away from him. He was executing pitches, but I think we were just a little sped up, and it's a lesson learned. I think tomorrow we'll be better prepared and ready to go.
Okay, right back here up front.
Eric Bailey with the Tulsa World. For both of you, you guys have had days off between games. How big is it to get to play right away, just really 16 hours from now, to get back on the field?
Well, we've been doing it all year. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is usually how it's set up. I don't think the off days really impacted us other than just giving us more rest. So, but yeah, we're used to bouncing back from either losing on Friday or Saturday and playing the next morning. So I think we'll be just fine. I actually think it will help us. So.
I agree with Blake again. We're used to doing it, but just we're going to get back out there, ready to play, and that's about it.
Okay.
Lee Benson from KWTV News 9 Oklahoma City. For Blake, what was Doherty doing out there? It looked like it was 2 pitches mainly he was coming out with you guys, and also the relievers seemed like we're going fastball slider a bit. Just kind of walk us through what it was like at the plate facing Doherty, and then the relievers later in the game as well.
Yeah, they're all making good pitches and they're executing. I think earlier in the game against Doherty, we weren't being as aggressive as we could be. I think we were getting down 0-1 and 0-2 too much, and the relievers who came in, they did their jobs too. I'm glad this happened. We're going to learn from our lesson. Slow everything down and get back and ready to play tomorrow. It's a 3-game series for a reason. So.
Okay, we have a call from Zoom now. Please give your name and affiliation. Ask your question, please.
Yeah, Mitch Davis, MitchDavisShow.com. Guys, I want to ask you about that environment tonight. You guys talk about bouncing back. You guys talk about that mentality. How do you face another environment like you faced tonight, and how do you prepare for that overnight and get ready for the Game 2 of the championship series?
Well, we've been doing it all postseason. took care of Florida down in Florida and went to VTech at their place and took care of business. So I really don't think a home crowd for them really does anything. I think we actually enjoy, shutting up the crowd. So I just don't think it impacts us. But
it's definitely a big environment, but I feel like a lot of our guys really play free and loose and just kind of tune it out.
Okay, this will be our last question for the student athletes.
Justin Martinez, the Oklahoman. Blake, obviously this isn't the first time that you guys have had your backs up against the wall this season. Just what is it about the DNA and the makeup of this team that makes you so confident that you'll be able to respond tomorrow?
Well, we don't give up. So we go pitch to pitch, and we don't give up, and we're going to fight to the last out. And like I said, we were getting beat in every aspect of the game till the 6th inning, and we still had a chance to come back and win. So, it's just an unfortunate loss for us, but it doesn't define us as a team.
Jake? You want to respond?
I think Blake answered it pretty well.
Okay, thanks, guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Again, if you have any other requests for Sooner players, just check with Eric. Thanks. Okay, questions for Skip, and we'll start here with John. Then we'll get Kendall.
John Hoover, all Sooners. Same question for you, Skip. Did you notice some jitters out there? You got Peyton kind of booted that ball. It was hard at him, came on him quick. But then you got Jake with the 3 wild pitches that matched the season total that he'd had wild pitches all season long. Just was there some of that first kind of game after a couple days off jitter situation?
No, I don't think so at all. I think it might have sped up on them a little bit. They have a toolbox to get back in control of themselves like Jake did. But that's the way the game wants you to feel. It wants you to feel that way. And that's what's awesome about baseball. You can go 4 for 4, 5 for 5, and then the next day you can go 0 for 4, 0 for 5. And that's why you got to keep coming back and keep playing the game and learn from the lessons that you learn, just like these guys said. We woke up this morning and still had to win 2 games. We'll wake up tomorrow morning and still have to win 2 games. So it happens.
Kendall.
Rogers, D1 Baseball. Skip, as a pitching guy, what were you kind of seeing from Doherty for them those first 5 innings?
I think he commanded his fastball, kind of kept them off balance, had a little ride life to his fastball. We didn't lay off of it, and I think he really took the game over. When you take a lead like that in the first inning, you got a 2-run lead, and your breaking ball gets better, your fastball gets better. That's what we've done since we've been here.
Okay, Josh.
Yeah, Skip, Josh Calloway with All Sooners. Obviously, you guys haven't lost 2 games in a row in a month and a half. Just what makes this team so good about bouncing back, and how high, obviously, is the confidence level that they'll flush this and get right onto tomorrow?
I think the learning lessons they learned to take it 1 pitch at a time. We got to get back to doing 1 pitch at a time, and that's the biggest thing, is to understand what the game's telling us to do and go out and execute our game plan. We didn't execute our game plan. I mean, there were balls that fell in. We lost them in the lights. Booted ground balls, swing at balls out of the zone. That happens in a game when you're trying really hard. When you try at this game, you fail. That's what it does to you. And you got to make sure you can get in control of yourself, take a breath, and make it just about 1 pitch.
Okay, Lee.
Coach Lee Benson from KWTV News 9 Oklahoma City. After Wednesday, the bottom of the order didn't really provide much for you, but tonight, the bottom of the order, 4 hits between the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Your thoughts on those guys getting going here as the series continues?
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. We got to get some guys on for those guys up top, and that's why they're there, and they'll walk, or they can get a hit, or whatever it may be. I mean, Wallace hit a ball hard off the guy's foot. Guy made a great play at shortstop, and hats off to them. And we got to continue to sustain the rally as we get it going and separate balls from strikes. I thought in that rally in the 6th inning, we swung at balls, and that happens when you're trying really hard to do something.
Okay, here in the back.
Justin Martinez, the Oklahoman. Coach, you guys were really cutting into the deficit there until those 3 straight home runs by Ole Miss in the 8th inning. Can you kind of just speak to how much of a momentum shift that was for them and just their ability to, hit the ball so hard?
Yeah, I mean, we got some balls in their hot zone, and they deposited them. They're good players, and I mean, I think the hardest ball hit all night was a line drive off of Carter Campbell. I mean, I don't know what the track man says. I'm sure you guys probably do, but I mean, that was pretty scary to me. But I mean, we made that play, so we got to continue to move forward and really execute what our game plan is.
Eric.
Eric Bailey with Tulsa World. Skip, just how big was it just to get those bullpen guys some innings, some pitches today, if you want to play these next 2 games like you want to play them?
Well, absolutely. I try to get those guys out there, get some kind of experience in case they have to face a hitter or throw an inning or whatnot. I think it's huge, big.
Okay, any more questions tonight for Skip? If not, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
$10 shot. You didn't ask me about the down bill.